Thank you guys for being here. Hey, happy hour. Frenchie says, Happy New Year, everyone. I already broke my firstborn New Year's resolution and had a candy. YOLO. I love the YOLO at the end. Hello, you guys. I'm happy to see you all. I wanted to go live last night. It just didn't happen. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Hey, Harlot. Hey, Foxy. Hey, Nay. Hey, Preschool Granny. Chris. Hello, Lunch Lady. Shirley Girl. Hey, Pointer Lover. Adrian. Hello, David. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Hey, Donna. Cool Gamer. Preschool Granny. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Search and Rescue Canine. Oh, I hope you feel better. Happy New Year, you guys. I hope you guys had a fun New Year. Hey, Corky. Hey, Shell Bell. Hey, Sarah. Adrian. I don't know if I've said hello already to you, but instead of not saying hello at all, I'd rather say it twice. So hello. Hey, Melissa. Let's see. Hello, Leanne. So how are you guys? Today we're going to go through a few different cases. I wanted to talk about just a few different things that I had gathered and just hang out with you. Hey, Melanie. Happy New Year. Hey, Chopper. Shay. Happy New Year. Thanks for being here. Hey, Justice Jane. Can't believe it's 2024. Time freaking flies, you guys. It really does. We have a lot to look forward to in 2024 as far as true crime goes. Think about it. We've got Adam Montgomery going to trial, Chad Daybell going to trial, Brian Koberger going to trial, Sarah Boone. You know, we've got a lot. Hey, Rhodey Gal. Happy New Year. Hey, Debbie. Happy New Year. Okay, so hey, Mary Jane Doe. Hey, Mandy. Okay, so we're going to start with something just quickly. I don't know if you guys saw, but on Curious Gens, I went on panel the other day, and we talked about a case out of Colorado Springs, actually not very far from Letitia's house, where, you know, that took place, where Letitia, Al, and Gannon lived. Let me drop her link really quickly. And the mods, you guys can drop any links that are, anybody who comes in here, please share their links. You guys know I love to share the love. Courtney Clenny, is she going to trial? I've kept up with that a little bit, but recently not as much. Just like when it first kind of broke the news, that when the elevator video first came out and that kind of stuff. Do we really think Sarah will be going to trial this year? I think we still have another attorney change coming. Yeah, God only knows. I mean, with that one, who knows? Hey, Tiff, Happy New Year. Hey, Lisa. So we talked about this Kimberlee. Hold on. Let me get this off the screen. Okay. So Kimberlee Singler, she is the mom out of Colorado Springs, where she took the life of two of her kids and very seriously injured another one, called it in as a burglary. We know that they had some custody stuff going back and forth, and she was on the run and wanted. We talked about it on Curious Gens, and this just shocked me so much when I saw this. So Colorado mother accused of murdering two of her children arrested in the UK. I just wanted to talk about this for 1 minute, and then one other little case really quickly. Then we're going to get into some Savanah Soto and Gypsy Blanchard stuff. That's like the main things we're going to talk about today. But first, this surprised the hell out of me that she made it all the way to the UK. So a Colorado mother suspected of killing two of her children has been found and arrested abroad. Authorities confirmed on Sunday. Kimberlee Singler, 35, was taken into custody in the UK on December 30th. Colorado Springs police said Sunday evening she was accused of lying about a burglary at her home earlier this month, in which two of her three children were found dead. Colorado Springs police previously said Singler is suspected of killing two of her children and injuring a third. Authorities said Sunday no further information would be shared until a later date. Now, I forgot they have Music City. Mom actually sent me, and let me send it to myself so I can show you guys. They have identified the children, and the father has came out and spoke a little bit. Prior to her arrest in the UK, she was last seen on the 23rd of December. A warrant had been issued on 4 counts of felony murder in the first degree, 2 counts of felony attempted murder, 3 counts of felony child abuse, and 1 count of felony assault. So there was a 911 call for a burglary on December 19th. Police responded. This is where they found the 11-year-old girl injured, as well as the 9-year-old girl and 7-year-old boy deceased. Mom and daughter were treated at the scene and transferred to the hospital. Upon further investigation, police said the initial report of a burglary was unfounded. Police established a probable cause for the murders on December 26th and obtained an arrest warrant. They did set her bond at $10 million. Her 11-year-old is recovering. And now I've got a 1-minute video where the dad has spoken out through his attorney. But first, I want to show you this. So these are the 2 kids who did not make it. A private funeral will be this week for the children police believe were killed by their mother in Colorado Springs. Their father, Kevin Wentz, identifies the victims as 7-year-old Aiden and 9-year-old Eliana. Police found the 2 young children deceased after getting called out to a fake burglary at their mother's home in Stetson Hills on December 19th. So here are their photos. Sad, you guys. Very sad. And God only knows the trauma the 11-year-old is going to have to work through and live through. Why do people flee to countries that have strong extradition policies with the U.S.? Why not go to, I don't know, Jay. I don't know, Tiff. I was shocked when I saw that. I mean, in the UK, but thankfully, she will be brought back to, I know that the dad, well, let's just go ahead and flip over to that really quick, because I'm really excited to get into this Gypsy stuff and the Savannah stuff. There's not a ton with that. I do want to talk about that a little bit. But the Gypsy stuff just has me mind blown, just seeing her. I don't know. So I want to get into that. But first, let me show you this. And then, like I said, there is one more case I've not seen anywhere. And I really want to just touch base on for 5 minutes before we get into it.
Also getting information this morning from attorneys representing Kevin Wentz, the father of the 3 children, shedding light on the family's custody dispute, some of the events that happened just before the children's death. Kevin Wentz and Kimberlee Singler, formerly Wentz, have been involved in a contentious divorce and custody dispute since September of 2018 in Larimer County. Wentz's attorneys tell us the court ordered the children to have time with their father December 16th through the 31st, so the second half of December. When Singler failed to appear, Wentz's divorce attorney made attempts to contact Singler. She never responded. Then on December 20th, the court again ordered Singler and the children to appear in person, but the day before, it was reported Singler allegedly killed the 2 kids and seriously injured another. His attorney says the family is suffering a tremendous amount of grief and shock, as you can only imagine. A private funeral for the 2 children has been planned for later next.
Okay, let me check on you guys. JC, yes, she's been captured in the UK. That's what we went over at first. Yeah, she has been captured. Hey, butterfly kisses. I hope that you guys have gotten your, it's breaking up. Nobody is using the internet here today. That's why I was late, because I was having to double check the kids were not on. So I hope that it's okay. Gypsy's husband looks like her mom. Yeah, I saw that. Pointer Lover kind of pointed that out to me. I found that really interesting. We're going to get into all of that in just a moment. For sure. Oh, Kimberlee's mom. A neighbor said she's, see, while I'm half listening and half watching chat and when we're doing these shows, I've gathered everything before and looked at it, but it's just hard, you guys, to listen and follow along with the chat. So sometimes I'll miss something that's said that we read or said in the video. It doesn't fully I don't fully grasp it, if that makes sense. Hey, B Crumbs. Okay. Let's go over to this case. I saw this today and I thought I would like to talk about this. I hadn't seen it anywhere out of Mississippi. So now I will say it's quite graphic. You guys know I don't really love to do the trigger warnings, but it's true crime. It's all bad. But just for your guys' sake. It's quite graphic. Massive amount of trauma. Mississippi mother and boyfriend beat tot boy to death. Capital murder charges for both. A Mississippi mother and her boyfriend, and we're going to go look at the local news after we read through the Crime Online article. A Mississippi mother and her boyfriend are facing capital murder charges after the death of a toddler who authorities allege was beaten to death. On Friday, 29-year-old Yolanda Hunter surrendered after a capital murder warrant was issued. Her boyfriend, 33-year-old Herman Coleman, also known as Herman Gardner, faces the same charge and is wanted by police. The charges stem from the death of her 1-year-old son, Prodigy Hunter, who was found earlier this month unresponsive at an apartment complex in Jackson. The child was rushed to the University of Mississippi Medical Center on December 21st and died 4 days before Christmas. They both also faced felony child abuse charges. And there they are. There's Miss Yolanda and Herman. Hold on just 1 second. Foxy, thank you for the gifted membership. That is so sweet. I appreciate that. Hi, Tinkerbell wannabe. Thank you, Foxy. Jackson Police Chief Joseph Wade said during a press conference that Coleman was near or with the child before he stopped breathing. Wade described the baby as having, quote, a massive amount of trauma, unquote, including bruises covering his body. Based on the investigation and evidence, we believe this is something that has progressed over time. It's not a one-time event. He added, the officer couldn't even look me in the face when he was describing what this child looked like. It's very traumatizing when you see stuff like that in our city. Wade implied at the press conference that Hunter knew of the abuse but failed to take action. So, Mom, this just angers me more than anything. When you're aware that your child is being abused, whether you are a party to it or whether you have knowledge of it, you have a responsibility, Wade said. Let's go look at the local news really quickly. We're going to pull this one first. Mother and boyfriend now facing capital murder charges in the death of 1-year-old boy. Remember, his name was Prodigy. It's just so sad. Let me pause this. Jackson Police Chief said Yolanda Hunter surrendered to police on Friday, December 22nd. She was initially charged with felony child abuse. Herman Coleman, 33, also known as Herman Gardner, was also being sought on the same charges. On Saturday, police announced the charges were upgraded to capital murder. Based on the investigation and evidence, we believe this is something that has progressed over time. It's not a one-time event. Wade said a neighbor called police at about 10 a.m. Thursday about the child who was unresponsive at Sunset Plaza Apartments on Sunset Drive. The chief said the baby was taken to the University of Mississippi Medical Center where he died. The baby was identified as Prodigy Hunter. Herman, so the way I take this is that he was the aggressor and Mom just allowed it or didn't stop it. Coleman was in possession or in close proximity of the child shortly before the child stopped breathing. He brought the neighbor to the attention that the child was suffering. The child was having a problem breathing or eating, and he left. And to me, and I don't usually use these types of words, that was very cowardice of him. Wade said the baby had a massive amount of trauma, bruises all over his body. And again, the officer couldn't even look him in the face when describing what this child looked like. The boy's mom was questioned that Thursday afternoon. And then on Friday, warrants were issued for her arrest. She has 4 other children, and those kids are now in state's custody. So, which good, but just infuriating. Hey, Pepper. Hey, Mayla's mom. Okay, so now we're going to get into 2 more cases, Savannah, Soto, and Gypsy. Let me see. Okay, so I don't know which one we should talk about first. Gypsy's case, I'll be honest with you guys. I never had I was interested in it, but just much more interested in other cases. And, Jen Lou and Melissa, they've been covering it and they do an excellent job. But I want to talk more about her release and what's happened since. I just find it fascinating. And especially the way the world has perceived it all and kind of her new TikTok account and all that. So we are going to watch some of that. But first, I think we'll talk about Savannah's first because there's not too much there. There was an article I posted yesterday we're going to look at, and then also this TikTok. So I found this morning. And then right after I found it, so if you see, I sent it to myself at 11:30. Around 1, Zav Girl uploaded the same exact video. I guess we just ran across it at the same time. So this is Matthew Guerra talking about Savannah when they first started dating. And I just thought it was an interesting look at that. So let me play that for you guys.
I'm texting back. What's her name? What the fuck am I texting back, bro? You didn't even remember, man. Her name's Savannah. That's a bunga bungas.
Savannah, that sounds like a white bitch.
Nah, she's Mexican.
Bro.
Yeah, she Mexican. Tell her an accent. You know when bitches be talking and shit?
Like the one that came from Mexico recently.
Yeah. She was from Guadalupe.
Where's Pickles?
Who?
Like they eat pickles.
Pickles? This one?
Steven's breastfeeding him.
Steven, you're breastfeeding the baby?
Israel, he's calling you.
He's mad as fuck, right? I took the back from him.
So that, I don't know, it's sweet. He seems excited about it. It's just interesting to see. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you, Paula May. I appreciate that so much. Hello, hippie chick. I went through his Telegram and I was disgusted. He was using the baby bottles to show the cough syrup stuff. See, I have not looked through his Telegram. I have the app on my old phone and I haven't put it on my new one yet. I haven't done Instagram there. I've not been able to do everything I need to do. So I'd never have seen that, but maybe one of you guys, if you have the link, could you share that with me? Jay, I cannot wait to talk about that with you guys. Cher has been covering Gypsy too. I've missed that. I didn't notice that. But honestly have been really shitty at keeping up with everything online. My messages, my emails, everything. I'm way behind right now. So that could be why. But I think that Jen Lou, my friend, which let me drop her link. She's done an excellent job and she's working on a video. She's been working on it. That's going to be really interesting, putting together Gypsy's words from her own mouth and stuff like that. But Jen has a very similar perspective, I think, Jay. I don't know though. Back to Savannah and Matthew. Hey, Low Red. I enjoyed seeing him talk about her like that, because we know there was a lot of hostility and anger and there was some shit going on, right? They were going back and forth, and so just to see him talking about her nicely like that, I guess, I don't know. My baby Fox just heard about this case and he said, and I quote, "It is clear that boy isn't right." Which one? With Gypsy? He was manipulated. Yeah, he was super messy and reckless with his Telegram. You're not too late, Lil Red. We went through 2 cases that were new to the channel completely, but less known. And now we're going to talk about Savannah for a few minutes, and then we're going to go through some Gypsy stuff. Okay, so this article came out yesterday and I shared it on my community tab. You guys make sure that you keep up to date with not only mine, but other channels too. Because if we can't do a video or a live, but we want you guys to see like a new update, that's where it will go. So it says, quit playing detective. Soto family addressing hurtful social media comments. That's not helping us. I've already removed myself from social media because of, everybody had negative comments, said Valerie Mendoza, Savannah's aunt. Now, this is interesting because we've seen this when other cases blow up. It's just the name of the game. It's like some cases get no attention at all. They would do anything to be talked about on a YouTube channel, on a local news, in an article, whatever. And then we have the other cases who get talked about so much everywhere, and they would do anything to be left the hell alone. And it makes it difficult when the family themselves is out there being really vocal and then they change their mind and they want it. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. Hard to navigate for all of us and them too. Aiken Mill has covered this a lot and went through his Telegram too. Yesterday, I was out trying to get a few groceries and I was trying to catch one of his videos on this actually. Let me go see what it was really quick. Pregnant teen and boyfriend dead. Every fat guy in Texas is a suspect. He has a video called that. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it can be good to have a lot of eyes on a case, a lot of people looking. Certainly, you have more of a chance of someone recognizing the people in this video. But it can also be bad because a lot of innocent people are implicated and messed with. Foxy, I'm so happy to connect with y'all again and so grateful to know some of you in this chat. Oh, you're the best. You guys are the best. I love and appreciate you so much. I didn't realize Telegram was a U.S. thing. I always thought it was from other countries. I'll get it together. Well, for me, I use it sometimes because you guys know I'm a fan of the green stuff, like the devil's lettuce, and it's legal in Virginia, and I live about an hour from the line, and the stores up there are still trying to figure out like how to tax. So they're doing like gifting and things like that, where you'll buy like a sticker and a $50 sticker and you'll get your stuff or whatever. There's different ways that they do it. You can membership programs, different things, but they will use Telegram for their menus and stuff like that. And so that's why I have it, to download like different little stores up there, their menus. Hello, Curious Jen. I think that was supposed to be the emoji. She wrote eyes. I do that sometimes too. I'll write love and then I'll mean for the heart, but exactly, Alex. And sometimes online people forget they were real people with real families. Absolutely. Hey, Destin. Happy New Year. That is awesome. On the Gypsy case, I think you all know I am not her fan and think her and her husband are using her sick situations. Oh, we're about to get into that. But we'll finish this first about Savannah. I do that too, the eyes. Hello, Carolina. We've made it. Happy New Year, everyone. May the new year bring us all peace, love, and happiness and the desires of all our hearts. Absolutely. Cutie pie, there's a dispensary on every corner where I live. Oh, lucky ducky. But anyways, this makes it tough, right? The family's out on social media being very vocal and it becomes too much, right? So let me just read through some of this and then we'll get into the Gypsy stuff. And we're going to watch some of her TikToks and stuff. I just find it really fascinating. Come on now. Hold on. Curious Jen, I started 2024 with gout and a cane and my sense of humor, of course. I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling better. Happy New Year, Chopper. May we get justice for Harmony and Adam Montgomery is put away forever and ever. I have it for those reasons too when I'm out of my area. It's a good way to find out. I want to see his link. Maybe if somebody could, let me send it to me if you find it. I know, I love it. It's cute, B Crumbs. Your little donut. Okay. I had to restart this. It's not wanting to. I'm just going to reload it. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know what I did. I lost it completely, and now I can't pull it back up. So I'm going to read it from my phone, and this because I have the Gypsy stuff ready to go next, and it'll just be a little easier. Okay. I did share a poll from Evil Exists about Nicholas Godejohn, Gypsy's, accomplice during all of that, and we're going to talk about that. If you guys didn't vote, go look at the community tab and vote before we get to it. Hey, Amber, listening while putting Christmas stuff away, please. Okay. The family of Savannah Soto says they are upset about social media comments about Savannah and Matthew. They are also asking the public to quit playing detective and let police do their job so they can get justice. The family says move of the comments, I think that's supposed to be most. Most of the comments they are seeing on social media are hurtful, and they want it to stop. They also say people are sharing a lot of misinformation into the investigation. If it's not 100%, then we ask that you don't share it. All you're doing is slowing down the process, her aunt Valerie Mendoza says. The family of Savannah says they are trying to grieve in peace, but say false statements on social media are upsetting. It's very upsetting, not just to me, to my family, but to my son. I just wish that people would just stop and let the detectives do their job. Do it the right way so we can get justice for my granddaughter, said Rachel Soto, Savannah's grandmother. Mendoza said those trying to play detective and making false accusations are not helpful. With all these false accusations, everybody trying to play detective and all that, that's not helping any. That's not helping us. I've already removed myself from a lot of social media because, everybody had negative comments and she wasn't innocent. They weren't, innocent, but they were young. None of us are innocent when we're young. I don't give a shit what these kids were doing. I don't think, I hate that too. I don't think it's right to throw up their lifestyle or anything in their face at this point. It's not helpful. And this just completely made me rethink my coverage of this case. We had been talking about things being put out by the family and stuff like that. And I didn't play the videos in the apartment complex and stuff. But I don't want to do damage to the case. I don't want to talk about the rumors and stuff like that, even if it's from the families. So I think that when they're screaming out like this, we should listen. I do. And of course they weren't innocent. I think that I can't stand as well the way that we blame victims for what happened to them. It's no different than saying, well, she deserved it. She shouldn't have been wearing such a skimpy outfit. Or what did she think was going to happen dressing like that? No, that is not okay. So the family says the negative comments are painful. And as they try and mourn the process and the deaths, they say no one in this world is perfect and appreciate all the prayers, love, and support they have received. I read that a little funky. The family says the comments are painful as they try and mourn and process the deaths. Let us grieve by ourselves without any negative comments out. Wait. I am sucking at reading today. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Mayla's mom. Let us grieve by ourselves without negative comments out there, because if it was anybody else's child, we would respect their privacy. That's all we want. We just want everybody to respect our privacy, to let us mourn our way. The family has also addressed fake community fundraisers, including fake GoFundMe accounts that have been created. There are only 2 official GoFundMe accounts, one for Savannah and Fabian and one for Matthew. You can click here and here to the correct GoFundMe accounts. If anybody wants those, you can go to KNS5. That is their local news, and that is where they're linked. I think that's the best way, even better than like me trying to pass the link along through here. But I will grab the link to the article and stick it in the chat really quickly. And then do we want to look at his Telegram before we get into Gypsy? I think we should. Well, let me just pull it up on my phone first and look. It's so eerie how she lived from Mandan Drive. Curious Jen, so the Kimberlee Singler case that we talked about at the beginning, that is a new case to this channel. However, Curious Jen, and I had shared her link when we first talked about it, she has done a live stream with more of the details, and she pulls up on a map exactly how far it is from the Mandan Drive house. I think it's like 20-some minutes. I can't remember. So I'm going to drop that link, and you guys go there for the most accurate information with that. Happy New Year, Unseen. I like the way Alex is a crime content creator. Oh, thank you, David. Well, I try to be, but I mess up sometimes. Oh, welcome, Bodine. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. I was the same way when I was in my teens and early 20s. I was fearless and bulletproof, and nobody could tell me nothing sane. That's exactly how I was. And I mean, until I was like 27. I just think we need to give them a break. Let's not blame them for what happened to them and be looking into their social media and, trying to, like, I don't know. I just want to be careful. Okay, I don't think I've gotten that link yet. It hasn't come through on my end, so I will wait, and let's go ahead and talk about Gypsy, because I have a lot that I want us to look at and talk about. Now, this case, it interested me, but not like some other cases, and I think I was just so busy with other cases too. Oh, I got it now. Well, we can go look at the Telegram at the end. Let's do it that way. I'm going to send it to myself now. Thank you so much. So, but like I said at the beginning, a couple of my friends have covered it. Jen Liu knows a ton about this case. She has studied it for years. Same with Melissa. They have looked at it for years. I think everybody kind of knew about it when wasn't it like a movie that came out a few years ago and kind of brought attention to the case and the situation. And I will say this, at first glance, you look at it and you think, oh my God, she's just like, you just have all the sympathy in the world for her. But then after you look a little closer, and especially as close as those girls have looked, I think that you start to see that she was a little more of a participant than you are kind of made to believe at first looking at it, especially with some of the movies and different things that have came out around the case. Hey, Deb and PA, which I meant to read that. I love the sauerkraut and pork and yum, that kind of stuff. Robes Gal, this case didn't catch my attention, but now I want to go back and hear Jen Liu's coverage of the case. Yeah, and I know she's working on a video right now that she's been working on for a while. She's taken clips of Gypsy, things that she said in her own voice, and I think it'll be really good. But okay, let me go ahead and pull up first. I've got articles. I've got her TikTok, which is just wild to see. But first, I'm going to pull up. There's an inmate that was in with her that has spoken out as well. Let's see. First, I guess I'll play This Evil Exists about her husband. So she's out. She's with her dad. She's with her husband, but also her dad and her stepmother. And I'm going to share the link to this video in the chat right now. I love this channel. They do really great, little quick videos to get some information out to you quickly.
Woman. It seems as though she already had a plan ready to go once she was out, a plan to make money and enjoy her life with her husband. Gypsy got married last year while she was in prison, and not everyone is happy about her husband. Some are convinced that he is a walking red flag, just here for the attention and fame that comes with Gypsy being a free woman. Upon Gypsy's release from prison, her husband fetched her with a car number plate Hitman, which is a tribute to a wrestler.
Okay, so first of all, Gypsy Rose is going to get a lot of attention. Hell, her TikTok says, oh gosh, how does she describe herself? We're going to pull it up, so I'll show you in the exact words. But it's like, social media personality or some kind of public speaker, something like that, right? And also advocate for Munchausen syndrome. There was a ton of talk that her husband picks her up in this Cadillac with the Hitman license plate on the front. Apparently he's a fan of wrestling and that's all it was. But people, they see something like that and it'll make people
He's obviously a wrestling fan. He also brought his own cameraman to video her release. I find that highly odd too. He took her to Walmart and she got some new shoes. Gypsy has been very active.
He brought his own cameraman to film her release. That's it.
On social media since her release. She posted new videos on Instagram, thanking everyone for their support. She also started a TikTok account, and probably has plans to become a big-time celebrity. This is another reason why many believe her husband is along for the ride. He knew that as soon as Gypsy is released, she would be famous. She has a series coming out, which I believe she got a lot of money for. She also has a new book. Just a few months ago, Gypsy's husband, Ryan, started his own Instagram and posts all about Gypsy too. And her book, her series, etc.
His Instagram ain't about him. It's about Gypsy. Shacto, this is already turned into a mess. It is. It's going to be a reality show, I swear, or something like that. And I'm going to drop their links again. Melissa and Jen. Shacto reminded me of that because I think that you guys will enjoy both of their coverage of it. Melissa's went through like Nick's interviews and stuff like that. They got a ton of stuff about it. Okay, let's keep going.
It seems like Gypsy's dad is pleased with the marriage. Ryan posted a picture of him with his in-laws, as well as a couple of pictures with Gypsy, while she was still in prison. Ryan's Instagram comments are not very welcoming, as many accuse him of being in it for the fame or money. Some are saying the opposite, that he may be manipulated by her, and he will be her next victim. What do you guys think?
So some people think he's being manipulated by her now and that he could be her next victim, which, ending on that, let me show you a picture that was sent to me today. This is her and her husband and her and her mom. And people are just like comparing, wow, they look a lot alike, which I find that kind of crazy, just not necessarily important, but interesting. Deb, you guys are awesome. You really are. And hey, Clicker, don't think I've said hi to you yet. I called it about the reality show. Yeah. I don't understand how she could profit from the murder she caused. All wrong. Well, yeah, look at when we go to her TikTok, her first couple of TikToks are before her release, all promotion of this book she's doing. They do. My guess is he was the one with the most money, just saying. Hey, Sprinkled Donut, Happy New Year. I'm not a smoker, but I love this emoji. Yeah, it's like the stressed out emoji when the shit that we talk about just gets so stressful. You're like, oh, God. That's why we have the earrings, too. Hold my earrings. Jesus. She just got out. Mama Bear, me either, really, until Tess sent me her TikTok. Those kind of things I'm just interested in looking at. Well, I'm going to show you. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Hold on. Let's go back to this for a second. I mean, she looks pretty. I will say that here, let me just stop.
Hey everyone, this is Gypsy. I'm finally free. I just want to send a quick video to thank everyone for the massive amount of support that I've been getting on social media. Everyone has been really, really nice and supportive. And I really appreciate that. It's nice to be home. I'm back home in Louisiana, enjoying a beautiful day outside. And I've got a lot of great things happening really soon. I've got my documentary series coming out, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I just put out an ebook that I'm super proud of. It's not
The ebook is what those first TikToks were about, and I'm going to show you that after this.
a rehashing of everything that happened. It's more of my reflection of everything that I've learned.
I am shocked that she's able to profit from that, you guys. How is she how?
And experience in the last 8.5 years. So my ebook is called Release: Conversations on the Eve of Freedom, which you can pre-order now.
I know, Shay.
And again, just thank you guys for all the support, and keep watching. Okay, bye.
Okay, so hold on. Let's exit out and go to her page. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, 727, public figure / speaker, author, advocating awareness of Munchausen by proxy. It's so interesting the way media has taken her on as and I do think she was a victim, but I guess the girls have just uncovered another side of it for me. That is, she's not so innocent. And also, now just before we get into her other TikToks, let me talk to you about this poll. So Evil Exists did a poll and I shared it, and I'm going to pull it up in my phone really quick so I can be accurate with what it says in the answer. So it says, I'm interested. Do you believe Nicholas Godejohn, the man who killed Dee Dee Blanchard, should also be let out of prison? 51% said yes. 43% said no. And 5% didn't know who he was. But for me, I feel like we know that he's not mentally 100% there. He was manipulated by her. She's the one who wanted him to do it, right? And if she's out, how is it fair for him to be in there the rest of his life? Because that's what he's doing. He's going to be in there the rest of his life. How sad is that? But the one who manipulated, it's almost like, I don't know. I sure hope she doesn't take on some of those qualities that Dee Dee had when it comes to manipulating and using people. And his IQ is 82, which is low average. That is so sad. That is sad, you guys. And isn't it under 50 used to be considered MR, which that under, oh gosh, that's very low. It's sad, y'all. Preschool Granny, I don't feel he should be out. Pointer Lover, she planned this for 3 years. Shay, this is very complex in that. I lost the thing. In that aspect. They let her out and she planned it. Mackenzie says, that's how I feel. She convinced him to do it, provided him the tools, and let him in the house. Yet she's out on Instagram at the Chiefs game, on TikTok, wanting to meet Taylor Swift and all that stuff. And he's going to be in there the rest of his life. It don't seem, something ain't right. And not only that, she's making money off of it. Because let me show you this. So this is her whole TikTok. I'm going to mute it because it's playing music that I don't want to play. But I'm so excited to finally share some big news, which is that a special ebook about my experiences will be published on January 9th, 2024. Released: Conversations on the Eve of Freedom is a collection of interview transcripts, journal entries, illustrations, and photos. It will be available for pre-order very soon. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever books are sold. This was posted to her TikTok before she was out. December 7th. Oh, Deb, I don't know her exact age. Maybe somebody in the chat knows. I'd have to look. Because like I said, I didn't follow super closely. Under 80. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. I had sympathy for this girl at first, but the more I'm seeing and hearing about her now, I don't like her. It seems like she's screaming for attention the same ways her mom raised her. But he physically and violently took her life. Right. But even like, think about it. If his IQ, is that low and he was trying to like take up for this sickly looking little girl who's been, through all this, like he's convinced that he's doing the right thing. He becomes a tool for her at that point. And I don't know. Jack though says, I believe Gypsy Rose manipulated Nick using sex. Nick lusted for Gypsy and she knew this. She used it to her advantage in some way. You've probably looked at it like super closely too, like with Melissa and Jin Lu. And I know that it was a very popular case a few years ago in some of these communities. Unfortunately, prison is the only option in most states due to the deinstitutionalization movement, which closed many mental facilities. Can't speak. So mom is dead and Nick is in prison for life, but she has a public relations campaign. Yep, Adrian, what surprises me is that I've been out of prison for a few days and already have social media and YouTube. And I was thinking about it, like, think how strange and this stuff would be, like learning. You've been in prison and the way that the world has changed, all the technology and everything. I don't know. What is her IQ? Do any of you guys know? Bodine says, you can be a victim and guilty at the same time. Murder was not the answer. Baby D says she didn't go to the game. She could have contacted someone to tell them she could walk and was being abused. She had internet and used it. Well, she used it to talk to him. So, yeah. Vibe with my tribe says she had him do it. He asked her to run away. Even though he went through with it, he was manipulated by her. He needs mental help, not incarceration. Gypsy also needs mental help. I think it's really sad when we see people who need, thank you, Lawnerd Amber, I appreciate that so much, who need mental health care so much and we see them locked up. I'm telling you, our prison and jail system, the mental health care in there is just not good. It's not good for us, average citizens. So the correct term today is developmentally disabled. Thank you. I did not know that, but I appreciate that because I don't want to be offensive ever. It's like a circus of notorious fame. Well, she is out. She served the time they wanted her to serve. I just hope she can navigate through the rest of her life. There's a lot of controversy over her case. Agree. Pointer Lover says she was 23 at the time and her and Nick could have just walked away. Shaker Maker, I actually didn't know that. So I don't know too much about it. She's 32. Thank you, guys. I wonder if she has a manager, agent, or is it the new husband? Well, considering he has this Instagram that looks like it's all just to advertise her, I wouldn't be surprised if he's taken on that role. He saw her as a victim. Mackenzie says, I'm not convinced that Gypsy didn't help. Remember, they talked about a secret they both would never tell anyone. How is she making money off of her story, though, at all? I don't understand that. It must be some kind of loophole. Chin Lu is going to busy this heifer out, by golly. Love her channel. Me too. Oh, Bodine, you gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. That is freaking sweet. Thank you. Appreciate that. What is the secret they're both still hiding? I don't know. Her IQ is normal, says Nana. Jen says she thought to manipulate a guy but couldn't think to even text 911 for help. Vicky, so I was wondering if it's at all possible that Gypsy was the one who did the deep stab wounds and Nick did the other. Reminded me of the Kardashians. I saw something about this with Kim Kardashian. I cannot remember what exactly it was. She stole her mom's money after she was gone and took Nick to a hotel. She videotaped them having sex, and she was making jokes about cooking brownies for him. Now he will eat her. Master manipulator. Yeah, I know that the girls have went through those texts and everything, and they got pretty... Oh, okay. Each state has their own laws about Son of Sam, so it depends on the state. Mama Bear says, maybe I should dig back into this case. When it first happened, I actually agreed with the conviction on both. Now learning this little bit makes me want to dig back in and see if I judged wrong. It makes me want to, too. Another case I want to look at again is the Kendrick Johnson case. Because yesterday, I joined a panel over on Perplexed True Crime, and we talked about it with Dietz, Chasing, and Hills. The panel's gone now because I tried to go back and look for it, but I'm very interested in that case. And have you guys seen about that case? Let me know. No, Vicky, you guys can ask anything. Nothing is a bad question. I probably don't have the answers for a lot of it, but I enjoy the conversation around it, and I don't think that any question is a bad question. I mean, I feel different about it, Foxy says. Oh, curious Jen. Kendrick's case was no accident. Kendrick, yes, that would be fascinating. Oh my gosh, I'm so interested in that and talking through that. Hey, Jody. Okay, let me show you guys a little bit more of these, though. So here's our next TikTok, also about the book. In case you missed the audiobook or whatever, the ebook. In case you missed the big news, I have a special ebook coming out January 9th, and it's now available for pre-order. It was created with writers Melissa Moore and Michelle Mantriskian. I don't know how to say her name. With these two, Michelle and Melissa. And it would mean the world to me if you pre-ordered a copy. You can get yours wherever you like to read books, including Kindle. Special thanks to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple Books, Books A Million, Google Play Store, and Kobo for making my ebook available to readers. But I just cannot believe that she was promoting this before she was even released. That is crazy. Thank you, Court TV, for sharing the exciting news. You can pre-order your copy of Released, Conversations on the Eve of Freedom, now wherever books are sold. Let's see what Court TV said.
2024, yet time to reveal something else you need to know tonight. Take a look at the big board, folks. Oh my goodness, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Her book's coming out, will be released in January of 2024, yet she's not going to be released on parole until December 28th. So she gets out of prison early on parole, and then we'll have a book telling her whole story, a conversation on the eve of freedom. Wow. The Gypsy Rose.
Wow. Thanks, Court TV, for promoting the book. No, but I mean, that's I guess if I say that, I'm doing it too, right? Because we're talking about it. So
Blanchard's story continues. Time to reveal something else you need to know tonight.
All right, now there's another TikTok she's made I want to show you. Here she is. After a lifetime of silence, I finally get to use my voice to share my story and complete my truth. Join me on January 5, 6, and 7 for the premiere. This isn't about the book. This is about the TV premiere. The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard on Lifetime. 3-night event that starts Friday, January 5th. Wow, 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 wow. And then we watch this, but let me show you this one. This is our New Year's Eve video. Mama Bear, I would love that too. Okay.
Hey everyone, happy New Year's Eve. I'm about to celebrate with my family. I have my dad and my stepmom Christy here, and of course my husband. So we're looking to bring in the new year together. It's gonna be really awesome to have some family time after so long. So to everyone watching, happy New Year's Eve. Bye. Hey everyone, happy New Year's Eve.
Let's see what the comments say. Someone says, yes, lashes done, nails done, and looking classy. I'm very curious about these comments just because let's see like what the general public thinks. If you haven't looked at this super closely, then you're going to feel, I think, differently. Someone says, I'm so glad she got out in time to celebrate her family. We love you, Gypsy. Happy New Year's. She looks so pretty. She genuinely looks so sweet. Your lashes and nails are so cute. I'm glad you're able to start fresh. You deserve it. She's so adorable. Oh my God. Oh my God. Happy New Year's, Queen. You look so beautiful. Her voice is so cute. The ring with the hard eyes. Oh, so sweet. Literally love Gypsy Rose. She's so adorable. I'm so happy that she's released and she's enjoying her life now and is safe. Oh my God, you guys, this is just hard to read because then you think about, you know, him, Nicholas. And yeah, I cannot believe the comments. Let's keep going for a minute. This is interesting. Uh-oh. Wait, would you ever watch the show, The Act? I would really like to know. I'm so happy for you. Literally the cutest. Let me glam you, Queen. Wow. Oh, stop. Her voice is so soft and cute. I love her voice. Happy New Year's, Queen. You're so pretty and your nails are so cute. Oh my God. Someone said, literally, my heart. Your sweater is cute. You're going to have the best year. Happy New Year. Your ring is so pretty. You're so lucky. She's so angelic. She's so angelic. Pinch me. Is this real? Like, so happy to see you thriving and adjusting so quickly. I'm glad she's enjoying herself. You're so sweet. Oh my God. Oh, she's beautiful. I love her. So pretty. I'm proud of you. Your hair is so cute. I mean, wow. You are so beautiful. You look amazing. I loved when she said, I'm celebrating with my family. She showed her ring. You just made my New Year's. My heart is smiling. I am so happy for you. You look absolutely glowing and fantastic. If she doesn't have the best of intentions, or if she has any bit of that manipulation in her, she is going to have a very easy time manipulating and getting what she wants with some people. Because look at the general public opinion. I absolutely love that you're out. I know you're going to have a wonderful life now. You are slaying them nails. OMG. You deserve the perfect New Year's. I literally adore you. We are so happy to see you. The nails, you're so pretty. You're so cute. Happy New Year's. We are so happy for you. Happy New Year's Eve and New Year's. All love and support. You deserve it. Happy New Year's, Queen. Oh my God. She's so cute. I can't. Happy New Year's. I'm so happy for you. Happy you're posting. So glad you're out to live a long and healthy life. You're literally glowing. Someone tagged Billie Eilish and said she's so cute. Why would they tag Billie Eilish? Oh my good God almighty. All right, hold up. We're going to go to Instagram. I cannot get over, I just can't get over it. Amber says she was physically abused her whole life prior to prison. Right, but there is another side of it where you see that, I don't know. I mean, I have sympathy for her, but I have a lot more questions now since like watching people dig into it and seeing, and I just think that if everybody's going to like be really supportive of her and happy for her, how sad is it that this kid with this extremely low IQ that she got to help her in this will never get out? I don't know. I just think, I don't know how I feel about it. Let's look at her Instagram though. I find it so interesting how the public's perception in the general public is so different from the perception of like the true crime community. Hey, Rexy. Zoomer Mom and Kelly Dime, good to see you guys. Jelly Baby says she refused any mental health input while serving her sentence. She's going to have people throwing her money for a while. Oh, yeah. Alexander says, I don't think she's as naive as people think. Hey, Anonymous. Amber says, master manipulator doesn't mean she will do what she did prior. Her abuser is dead. Now, Baby D says she did get mental health in prison. I don't know, you guys. I just don't know. Oh, thank you, Zoomer Mom. Let me see if they got it. Hey, T. Adams. Hey, Angie. Hey, Uncomfortably Numb. Okay, let me do this. I don't know. It's really interesting. Okay, so here is her Instagram. She has 5.5 million followers over there. Let's see. I think this is the same video that's on her TikTok, so we don't need to watch it, but we are going to
About to celebrate with my
and look and see what she's posted. She looks cute, I think. Good picture, but finally get to wear my beautiful wedding ring. I love you, Ryan Anderson. We're going to go look at his as well, because some people think that, you know, people's opinions are all over, and I enjoy hearing it from all sides. I don't,
Hey everyone.
like I said, I don't know too much about it. I just know that I had one opinion that I've had so much sympathy and felt so bad for her, and I still do, but I think that that's shifted quite a lot looking at some of the other things. And hearing like Jen and Melissa, I think they've kind of made me look at it from another side. Here she says, Louisiana love NFL game day. Just joined Snapchat. These avatars are awesome. Imagine like how technology must seem to her. And yeah, this is my actual TikTok account. I'm working on getting it verified. A New Year's Eve kiss with my hubby. Ryan and Gypsy just married. Have a nice place. Thank you, Zoomer Mom, for joining again. Donna says that guy's sketchy. I've seen that opinion quite a lot. And it's interesting, his whole Instagram is about her. So it like we talk about her potentially taking advantage of other people, I also have to think about how other people might take advantage of her. Try to stuff, you know? I'm not going to watch that. Warning, watch out for fake Gypsy accounts like this one. My Instagram is verified and I'm working on verification on other social media. Please be mindful of what accounts you see and follow and report any suspicious or fake accounts. Wow, someone said, whoever made that account, trust, you will be dealt with. Oh my gosh, look at this. Jennifer Turpin, we'll be on the lookout. Me and my siblings have to deal with that as well. One of the Turpin kids. Wow, you guys. Why are the comment sections so interesting to me? Shay says, it seems like she wants the Amanda. I lost the comment. There it is. Seems like she wants the Amanda Knox type of love she got after being released and sharing her story. Just my opinion in comparison. I saw Amanda in the news again recently. I think she is a threat just as Nick says Foxy. Let me keep flipping through it. That is wild, though, to me that Jennifer Turpin commented on it. Then she shares a picture, sister love. Someone said, I don't think you understand how much the world loves and supports you, with almost 17,000 likes. Here's another comment from Jennifer Turpin. So glad you're finally get your freedom and able to make your life your own. There is nothing like it. From one survivor to another. Happy New Year, beautiful. Wow. Pretty fascinating. Gigi Hadid liked one of her Insta posts and quickly unliked. Kathy says, thank you, Amber. I really share your point of view. So I know Amber leans more on like the sympathy side for Gypsy, and that Gypsy was, a victim of Munchausen's, which, I don't know enough about the case. I don't want to say without looking at it closely myself. I've just looked at it surface level and watched you guys talk about it. I'm just interested in the release, the way that the world is perceiving her release, the way that people are reacting. Also, like the money around it, the husband, his Instagram, those kind of things are kind of interesting to me, like the social aspects of it. Imagine being abused your whole life. Anyone would snap, especially since her brain wasn't even developed fully. See, I know that Jen shares and I won't speak for her. I want you guys to go check out her coverage of this. But I know that she thinks that Gypsy was in on some of that with Dee Dee for money, basically, to make it short. Kathy says, I support her and Nick. That is my thing. Like, I feel really bad for him. I can't help it. Just seeing her get out and get all the love and support, knowing that he's not mentally 100% there. And he was, at the end of the day, trying to protect her. Anybody who commits a crime out of trying to protect somebody, I can understand and have sympathy for, right? Think about the people that somebody touches their baby in an inappropriate way and then they take that person's life. You can almost understand that and have some sympathy there. It wasn't this act of just evil out of nowhere. It was for a purpose, if that makes sense. Chase says, Gypsy is a victim, but I'm a victim of beer, but I don't go out and kill Budweiser. How interesting. Didn't Gypsy tell Dr. Phil that her mother taught her how to be a manipulator? I don't know. I actually watched some of those videos the other day, but I didn't watch them all because they have them in the little clips. Her brain was developed enough to plan her mother's murder, but not enough to leave and get help. She could walk, chose not to. If she can form even one single healthy attachment, she could be okay. We'll see. Let's do a poll. I want to know what you guys think, and let's see if I can do a poll really quick. I think I'll have to open it on the computer. I don't think you can do it from your phone, so give me just a second. This will be so interesting to see what you guys say. New timeout links. You can time people out between 10 seconds and 24 hours. Okay, got it. Do you support Gypsy being released? We'll do this first because I have a couple questions I want to ask you guys, and I'm going to start with this. Do you support Gypsy being released? While you guys answer, I'm going to look at some more of your comments. Lil Red, we all have things happen to us in our lives. We don't murder the perpetrators. Tony, they're both victims. She's a victim of abuse. He's a victim of being manipulated. It's hard to say who's totally to blame. Callie Dime says, I love the comments. I even read the Amazon reviews. Now those are hilarious. I love that too. I've honestly thought about doing a show of like, because there is a show like that out there. It's like conservative. It's more like conservative news based. In the comments with Brett Cooper. I just think that's a really brilliant idea to like go through different comment sections and read them and talk about them. It's so interesting. I just can't imagine what growing up in that environment would do to a person. She was isolated from any type of healthy relationship. Elizabeth, I don't believe she chose that life for herself. She became what she became. Shakto says, I'm not saying Nick should also walk, but I think he really needs reevaluating. Yeah, and I think for the rest of his life, I'm not saying he should get out right now, but hey, Kimberlee Wells, Happy New Year. Carolina says her husband is definitely a threat. He will exploit her like her mother did, in my opinion. We're going to look at his Instagram in just a second. Amended poll answer. Jay, I used to be in Scientology. They mentally abused me and stalked me, but I didn't go and turn up there and go on a shooting spree or something. That is super freaking interesting, Jay. I would love to talk to you about that. Law Nerd Amber, I support her being released as it's just part of her sentence. I don't support this path she's taken post-release. That was going to be my next question. Like her becoming some sort of celebrity and making money from what happened. So that's what we're going to ask next. Let me pull up Bombshell's comment. When she was a little girl, she was a victim. But as she got older, she learned the ropes, and I believe she became the one to call the shots in controlling the situation. Thinks she deserves one chance at life. She hasn't really had that yet. Everybody deserves one chance. Okay, let's look at this poll result. So 43% support her being released. Wow. 57% do not. That is like really close. A little closer than I was expecting. Okay. Let's do the next one, which is, do you support Gypsy Rose becoming, not even becoming a celebrity. Let's do you support Gypsy making money telling her story? I mean, let's be honest, it is her story, but I don't know. Yes or no? Start poll. I love, like, I just am so fascinated in like this social response to this and community reaction. Hearing what you guys think. Patricia, he would not have killed without her. Say so, whereas she was always going to kill her mother. Jay says, thanks, Alex. I don't mind talking about it. I did a live talking about it a while ago, but I don't mind going through it all again. It can help people not get sucked into it. It's so easy. Maybe we could do that sometime. It is, Amber. It really is. Blue Peel says, I support Nick and Gypsy getting back together. Everything seems like a money grab now. I'm going to give you guys a second and keep looking at the Instagram. First selfie of freedom. Trisha Paytas. Wow. Wow. What? Wow. Trisha Paytas commented, and I know you guys know who that is. She's huge on YouTube. She, not as big as she was at one time. She got very famous for trolling. She did the podcast with Ethan Klein, Frenemies. She now has settled down a little bit. She has a baby. She has a podcast called Just Trish. I've watched her for years, especially like these podcasts and different things. What in the world? Trisha says, Queen. Let's crack open that Dr. Pepper. Clapping emojis. Okay. To be fair, how would she make a living? That's a good point, Kathy, I got to say. I mean, I think she'd have to go to school. She could get a job, but Amber says he was arrested prior for masturbating in public. He mentally is 10 years old. I know 10-year-olds who know not to kill, just saying. And I got to agree with you. That's a good point, but she is way too immature to make good decisions on the outside. She needs a lot of therapy. Lisa, she shouldn't be able to make money off the murder. All profits should go to a charity. Shell Bell, I have no clue who Trisha is. Yeah, she does, like, now she just talks about, kind of current events and more in the influencer world than anything, like stuff like that. I think she should have been released into a mandatory daily therapy program for the foreseeable future. Jelly Baby, I'm curious why everyone don't like the boyfriend. Is it a case of no matter who she was dating or married to, people would instantly accuse them of being bad, having ulterior motive? For me, I'm going to show you like the red flags for me. Amber, she wouldn't necessarily be making money off the murder. Her story would be about her abuse. Financial excess reinforces all the wrong. Oh, Mel, you are so right there. Isn't money the root of all evil? I mean, truly. At the bottom of most of the bullshit is money, even here on YouTube. At the bottom of most of the bullshit, it comes back to money. Okay, she could do voiceovers for kids shows. She could get a legit job. Okay, let me see. Let's see what your poll results are. Do you support Gypsy making money telling her story? And you guys, 75% no, 25% yes. Now, I do have one more poll I want to do about the husband, but let's get to his Instagram first, and then we will. Queen, let's crack open the Dr. Pepper. Tanner Tan, what's your Ariana top 3? Undos, do you remember me, girl? Colby Brock, I love you. Queen Blackwell, Queen Touchdown. These are all verified accounts. Brats. The Bratz account, like the Bratz dolls, says slay my girly. She could get her own Bratz doll. Pfft. Nurse John, period, queen, save the world. Tana Mojo, yes. Allison Kutch, iconic. More people. I don't know who these people are. Okay. Let's look at something. And then we're going to look at her husbands. And I'm going to point out some red flags. Now look at the beginning of her Instagram. Her first post was 11 weeks ago. She said, today is World Mental Health Day. If you're experiencing a mental health crisis or struggling with suicidal thoughts, call the crisis hotline. Now, me personally, I do support her going out and speaking about this, right? Mental health, even Munchausen's, all that kind of stuff, advocacy work that I do support. Lifetime says it's Gypsy's turn to tell her story with Lifetime's 3-night documentary event, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard, on January 5th, 6th, and 7th. Someone said, for those of you saying she should stay in prison, please do your research before posting your opinion. She was abused by her mother, a psychopath, a literal psychopath. Believe it or not, things like this happen more often than not. Gypsy had the courage to do what she had to do to survive. As a human being, if you are being viciously attacked and manipulated by someone, whether it's a loved one or not, your instinct is to seek out the situation. She did what she had to do. Gypsy is a different breed of human to have lived through such a painful life. Were the doctors, case managers, social workers ever held accountable? Jennifer Lynn says, these are interesting. So Jennifer says, do some of y'all not realize that she was manipulated by this ex-boyfriend of hers too? All she wanted was a friend. Okay, I got to disagree with you, honey. She sought someone out because of her mother's abuse. This guy used her to live out a sick fantasy. He admitted it was a goal for him to kill and he'd do it again. She was mentally young at that point in her life. Wow. I hadn't thought about it like that. Here she posts, work hard in silence. Let your success be your noise. She has posted her and Ryan and I guess her mom and dad, or stepmom and dad and sister maybe and boyfriend. I don't know. She says it's the most wonderful time of the year. Home for the holidays takes on a whole new level of meaning for me this year. 52 days until this beautiful digital art piece becomes a reality. Best wishes, Gypsy Rose and Ryan Anderson. Look what my husband found while browsing on Amazon. Someone actually made and sold this online. Bet whoever made it never imagined that one day I would see it, let alone my husband buying it. Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was thinking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Wow. Here's her ring. My husband gave me this beautiful ring on our first wedding anniversary. As dazzling as it is, this ring also bears special significance as it was passed down to him by his mother for his future bride. I am truly honored to be the one. It is a beautiful ring. Big old diamond in the middle. Hey, Carrie. Hey, you guys. Thank you guys for being here. We're just doing a laid back. We talked about a couple things with cases, and now we're just hanging out, doing a little New Year's hangout, talking about whatever we want to. Right now, Gypsy. Gaudiest ring ever, but whatever floats their boat. It is quite gaudy, but passed down from mom. I could see, it's, those like long diamonds in it. Those were more like popular back in the day. Remember? Ooh, I like this comment. Cher says, I don't know, but maybe she could have whispered into her father's ear instead of her killer boyfriend. Of course, I dropped my new phone. Okay. Lack of empathy. I see no remorse. That big diamond in the middle is certainly pretty, but let's keep going. It doesn't really matter. Follow me on TikTok. We love you, Gypsy Rose. My close friend Sherry went to the beach. She took a photo of a message she wrote in the sand for me. Someone says, how was she posting in jail? Without a crystal ball, says Sherry is truly the best. Oh, gag me, you guys. Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, okay. Meet Amelia Bird. Her story is similar to mine and was featured on the podcast Wrongful Conviction with Maggie Freeling. Amelia was 16 when her then boyfriend murdered her mother. She was tricked into accepting a plea deal by prosecutors and given a life sentence with no other evidence against her other than her ex-boyfriend's testimony. She continues to maintain her innocence and fight for freedom. She is held in the Chillicothe Correctional Center in Missouri. If you would like to write her, you can email her using Securus Technologies website or app. P.S. She loves dogs. Wow. We should look for her on the Getting Out app and ask about her time with Gypsy and stuff. I know, B Crumbs, the damn phone. I'm the worst. I didn't break it, though. I'm waiting on a new screen protector, so better hurry up and get here. Isn't it weird? Yesterday, the date was 123-123. Did y'all see that? I have to go adult, totally against my will. That's so funny. Have a good day, Zoomer Mom. Thanks for being here, babe. This is kind of crazy. I'd like to look into this a little bit. So let's just keep going, though, for a minute. She says, throw me to the wolves and I'll come back leading the pack. She says, believing in yourself is the first step towards wielding the power of confidence. Real influence must be earned. January 2024. Here's a promotion for the released audiobook. At this point, I want to order this. And I also feel bad about it. Like, I want to order it and talk about it. I'm interested in it. But then I'm like, damn, should I spend my money? Like, I don't know. I'm torn, y'all. Are y'all going to read it? Another promotion for the book. Many people have pre-ordered. Why do you have to pre-order an ebook, though? Like, an ebook doesn't have to be like, I don't know. I guess it still has to be produced, but I don't know. Her Lifetime promotion for the Lifetime show. We're going back just to get her husband's link. I want us to go look at his. Where was it at? I know she linked it in one of their posts. Yeah, right here. Now, for me, I see some red flags with this all being about Gypsy, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because that was the lens that I was looking at it through, because that's kind of how it's shown it. This dude already has 75,000 followers. My name is Ryan Anderson. I'm from Louisiana. I'm married to the most wonderful, most beautiful woman in the world, Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I want to know how they met. Tell Gypsy we're so happy for her. So his first two pictures are just pictures of him. It wasn't about, Gypsy. But then we have this, me and my lovely wife, 19 weeks ago. Out of curiosity, how did they meet? Wow, Callie Carroll says, don't fucking hurt her. You better take care of her, please. The whole internet is watching. Someone said these comments are making me cringe. Well, we need to look at them then. But hold on. Okay, no one answered that. Please don't ever hurt her. I'm just wondering, how did you guys meet? Take her to the moon for us. She deserves the world. Be the best to her. Treat her like a queen. She's been through hell. Take care of her. Protect her at all costs. Don't hurt her. The whole internet is watching. Please don't hurt her. I beg you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. They met because he wrote her in jail for a joke, and she replied and went from there, says Positive Vibes. Thank you. Sharer says, I don't think she's on probation or being supervised. I read she's to leave Missouri. Can we see her probation release stipulates paperwork? I'll look for it. I mean, I don't know the details of that, but I can definitely try to find out, and we can have another talk about this later. He said one of his friends was going to write to someone in prison. He said, okay, I'm going to write Gypsy. Happy Hippie says gross. Okay, our last poll. Start a poll. First impressions of husband. Wait and answer it, because I'm going to flip through their last. Oh, wait, I'm not even. Yes, I am. I'm paused on this. Sorry. He seems okay, and then red flags. Maybe this isn't even fair to do, but we're going to do it just for the sake of conversation around people's opinions, just to see where the majority of people, how they feel. But I'm going to keep flipping through these pictures if you want to hold off to vote. Here we have me with my in-laws. Wow. So Gypsy's dad and stepmom. First picture of me that I sent to my wife, clearly she was smitten. So yes, it is kind of all based around Gypsy if we look. Good pictures of me. That looks like he's at the prison there or something. I surprised my wife with one last visit before she comes home in 79 days. He takes a picture of himself outside the prison. Someone said, yay, she never deserved to be there in the first place. Free her ex-mans. Can you hit the Dougie? Huh? This photo of me sitting outside during filming for my wife's new docuseries, The Prison Confessions of Gypsy Rose Blanchard. Also, remember, he brought his own film crew to pick her up. So when you're answering this poll question, she commented, you look very handsome, my love. Last visit with my wife, 53 days left. Boy, you better take care of that girl or we're going to come find you. Okay. Gypsy's ebook is now available for pre-order. I am so proud of her. And that is his whole Instagram. 75,000 followers. Wow. Thank you, Caddy Texas girl. She says it's interesting her husband resembles her mom. Yes, let me pull that back up just for you guys who, hold on, came in late. I did pull up like a side-by-side comparison that someone had, Pointer Lover had showed us. I just think in that picture, but for the most part, I don't think that they look that much alike like in the other ones. Just that picture, they definitely do. He's a teacher. Oh, no, not the my love and dears. Her, what do you mean, Foxy? Donna says sorry, but I think he's a creep. Don't be sorry. Hey, Kayan. Okay. Let's see what the poll. Ooh, 86% red flags. Damn. That kind of surprises me, but I mean, I got a few red flags too, and I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to have to see. I hope the best for her. Look, she was sentenced to a specific amount of time based on what happened in court, right? And the actual evidence and the judge and the jury. And this is just the decision that was came to. So I think that it is the right thing for her to be released because that is the way the justice system decided she needed to be punished. However, I have to question Nick still being in prison, and I think it'll be interesting to see what happens. But I do wish the best for her, you know? So, hey, Pinchy Becky, Happy New Year. Oh, Jay, I tried to upload one with like, the other kind of smoke, and it stayed for like, YouTube deleted it. I think because it had like a little like shape of a weed leaf or whatever. So Deborah says they have the exact body build, walk, and devious smile. I wonder how she feels about those comparison pictures and stuff. You know, she's seen them. That's probably, I don't know. But anyways, you guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. I do want to talk about Kendrick Johnson soon. The Letitia calls should be here anytime, and we have video calls and all kinds of fun stuff on the way. And I want to get back into her family tree. But, you know, we've been following the Savannah Soto situation. I can't believe we still haven't heard anything. Before we go, let me do a quick search and let's see if we can find anything. It's just so surprising to me, like with Rachel Morin, how can they put out photo and video of this potential suspect and nobody recognizes them? And I mean, they're obviously wiping down the car in the video, so I believe that they had something to do with the crime. Don't see anything here. I'm going to check Twitter just quickly. I'm just really surprised the longer this goes on where we don't know who it is, you know, the more surprised I'll be because it just doesn't make sense. Surely to God, someone recognizes those people, those vehicles. Just like with Rachel Morin, surely to God, someone recognizes that man coming out of that house. Let's do a screen share and just show you what's on Twitter before we go. I don't know if there's anything, but. Oh, Pinche Becky, if you haven't bought the music melts, you're missing out. I bought them for Christmas gifts for my sisters, and the packaging was impressive. They smell so nice. Yay, I'm glad that you like them. I know we gave away, I think 5 boxes this Christmas. I hope you guys that won have gotten your boxes. Thank you to Pointer Lover for helping, and B Crumbs. Thank you guys. Do you think she's aware that she has destroyed the whole life and future of a vulnerable young man? That is so interesting, Patricia. I don't know. Surely to God, she has thought about that. That's really, I would hope that she has some sadness that he's still in there while she's not, but I don't know. What is this? It says, hold on. Oh, thank you, Shay. I had seen this the other day and I mentioned it, but I still think Shay sent a tweet from Jennifer Coffindaffer. And I don't know if you guys were in here when I read this the other day, because it was like at the end we were doing like this kind of thing, just looking to see if there was any news. And Jennifer Coffindaffer said, the circle of people Savannah and Matthew were in is very dangerous. I won't be posting tip calls or other videos not released by LE. I don't want to be part of getting anyone else killed and suggest other posting tips stop. Voices can be recognized and snitches are dealt with harshly. Updates. And now look, there's a rumor that that's possibly what this whole thing is about. And I don't know if that's true or not. There's so many rumors. I really shouldn't have even said that. I know that we need to like rein it in, some of this social media speculation, but it is a dangerous world and that needs to be, people need to keep that in mind. She says, updates. The ME has confirmed both Savannah and Matthew were shot in the head. Matthew, we know, had the muzzle of the gun pressed against his head. It was also confirmed that they were killed before they met with the people in the video that was released to the public. So they were deceased by the time that video was taken. That detail was obvious, but now we have confirmation. She says, I recall one of the people holding paper towels and doing a wipe down motion. It's just good to keep that stuff in mind. Let's just keep looking, though. Let's look at the latest here. See who snitched on who. I mean, Cinema Shogun, if you squint really hard while holding your breath, you can definitely tell who this is. I mean, I guess that's a zoom in of the video, maybe with it altered a little bit, like the darkness, contrast, that kind of stuff. Oh my gosh. More details about Savannah's case. Don't know. Mother says Savannah was simply there on the improper time. I don't know what that's about, you guys. Local nonprofit helping Soto family through tragedy. Supporting our community, building connections, charity, community engagement. We'll be doing our 49th and 50th burial when we help with Savannah and Fabian. Aw, so they're going to help with the services. That is awesome. We will, if it will let me read it, we would end it with that, but I don't know if it's going to let me. Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay. Local nonprofit helping Soto family through tragedy. We'll be doing our 49th and 50th burial when we help with Savannah and Fabian. Eagles Flight is stepping in to help the family of Savannah Soto, who police say was murdered last week along with her boyfriend Matthew. Their bodies, including the unborn baby of Soto, were discovered in the car. This nonprofit has a history of helping families as they cope and grieve with their loss. They say my organization helped bury abandoned and abused infants. We've also stepped in and helped bury women who've succumbed to domestic violence, said Pamela Allen, CEO of Eagles Flight. Over the past 10 years, Eagles Flight has done the work no one else in the community would want to do. We'll be doing our 49th and 50th burial. Let me click the watch and read more. You know what? I wonder if I can find this charity in the YouTube system, because we could do a charity stream and give back. I mean, they're out here truly making a difference. Maybe we can do something for them. Let's see. On Thursday, the organization helped put together the vigil for Soto and the baby. They're also helping the family navigate the burial process and collecting donations to help with things like groceries. Nobody wants to go through that, but we really do appreciate them, everything they're doing, and they continue to do for us, Soto's aunt, Savannah's aunt Valerie, said. There is this one cry that a mother has when she's crying for her child. That's a horrific cry. It's a cry that goes straight to your soul, said Allen. The family is also left mourning the death of the couple's unborn baby. Oh man, the first thing I thought was, how long did it take for Fabian to pass in his mama's belly? My thoughts just went straight to him, said Alan. Alan said her organization is glad to help and wants to stand with the family through this tragedy. They're collecting gift cards, groceries, and anything you want to donate. And you can drop these items off at Kim's Closet. That's on 8513th Blanco Road. On Sunday, they delivered more groceries to the family and will be dropping off donations next week. If you want more information about Eagles Flight or you'd like to donate to them online, click here. I think that we should do something. I'm going to look and see if they're in the YouTube system. We could still organize like a way to donate to them. I just think it's better straight through YouTube because people can donate. Their money goes in, like you're doing a super chat, but it goes straight to the charity and YouTube doesn't take a percentage out or anything. It doesn't go through anybody else's hands, straight from you to the charity. Happy New Year, Donna. Thank you for being here, babe. We're about to go anyways, but yay. Okay, Shay. Yeah, I want to do something like that. Yes, I will drop the link right now, but I'm going to save it on the computer so that I have it here. But you guys can read all about it. Let's see. That's awesome that they're helping with the services and stuff. All right, you guys. So I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much. I can't believe we were here almost 2 hours. The time flies by, like hanging out and discussing this stuff with you guys. And I just appreciate you guys being here with me to go through it all. I will definitely see you tomorrow. I'll see what I can find out about this charity. And we're going to keep looking at the things we're looking at. I just really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. I hope you happy but safe New Year's. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you, Jay. Just be wary of the GoFundMes. Yes. Matter of fact, like I said, with the Savannah case, the local news, what is it? S5? Hold on. Let me tell you correctly. They have direct links to actually, I'm going to put it in the link. It is KNS5. There are several GoFundMes out that are not correct for these families. They have direct links to the 2 GoFundMes that are correct. So I'm going to put that link. It's going in the chat right now. And it says, it's the very last link I dropped. That's kns5.com. If you go to that article, you can find links for the GoFundMes that actually are legit, or you can donate to this charity, or just wait until we do something together because we're going to try to plan something here. But yeah, thank you for being here. I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you to my mods. Definitely check out all the awesome links of the channels and the different little companies that we drop through here because I truly do believe in and love and support all of them so much, or we wouldn't drop them. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a great day. And I'm going to just go ahead and say bye because I'll continue to say goodbye for the next 15 minutes. So bye. You hear the pterodactyls. Nana. All right, you guys have a good day.